Hello everyone, I am Anjana. Welcome to my class. Students, in previous video we have discussed about chapter 1 nutrition in plants. In this video we will learn about chapter 2 nutrition in animals. You have learned in chapter 1 that plants can prepare their own food by the process of photosynthesis, but animals cannot. Animals get their food from plants either directly by eating plants or indirectly by eating animals that eat plants. All living things need food to survive. Food contains special substances called nutrients. There are 5 different types of nutrients that give us energy, help in growth and repair of body tissues, and keep us free from diseases. You have already learned about modes of nutrition. There are basically 2 modes of nutrition, autotrophic and heterotrophic. As discussed in chapter 1, green plants manufacture their own food, so they are called autotrophs, and their mode of nutrition is called autotrophic nutrition. And in this video, we will learn about modes of nutrition in animals. Students, animals are heterotrophs. Okay? They depend on plants directly. These animals are called herbivores. And some animals depend on plants indirectly for their food. These are called carnivores. Some animals depend on both plants and animals for their food. These are called omnivores. Children, some living organisms feed on dead organic matter. These organisms are called saprophytes. Some living organisms get their food by living on or in another living organism. These are called parasites. Since animals eat different types of food, they have different types of feeding organs. Herbivores have sharp front teeth for biting and strong broad teeth for chewing. Carnivores possess sharp pointed and curved teeth for tearing the flesh. Omnivores have strong grinding teeth for chewing flesh and bones. Animals obtain their food through a broad variety of feeding patterns. Mosquitoes and leech have their mouth parts adapted for piercing and sucking blood from the body of human beings. Snakes swallow their food whole. And you know, children, elephants have long trunks. They lift their food with the trunk and put it into their mouths. Birds have beaks and claws. Rabbits, rats, and squirrels have sharp front teeth to gnaw seeds and fruits. Animal species such as sponges, which are the simplest organism, feed on small particles of food suspended in water that enter their body through their pores. This is called filtering. Understand? Oysters feed by filtering materials through a layer of mucus in their gills. Butterflies and moths have coiled mouth parts that is called proboscis that unwind to straight tubes when feeding. Proboscis probes to the base of the flower of suck up liquid nectar. Let's learn about digestion. Can the body use the food in the form in which it is eaten? Surely not. Every morsel that you put in your mouth and swallow is processed in the digestive system of the body. The nutrients present in the food are complex substances. These need to be broken down into simpler substances. The process of breaking down of the complex food molecules into simpler molecules that can be used by the body is called digestion. Different animals have different digestive system according to the food they take in and how they take it in. Let's learn about digestion in grass-eating animals. Student, as discussed earlier, herbivores like cow, buffalo, goat, sheep, etc. are plant-eating animals. You must have seen cows chewing continuously. Why do they chew continuously? Actually, when cows go for grazing, they quickly swallow plenty of grass without much chewing. This is an adaptation by which cows need very little time for feeding. The food is partially chewed and mixed with saliva before being swallowed and passed down the esophagus. It is stored in a part of their four-chambered stomach called rumen. Understand what is rumen? You know, children, the rumen is the first and largest compartment of the four-chambered stomach in ruminant animals. Ruminant animals like cow, sheep, and goat, etc. It's a fermentation vat where microorganisms break down plant fiber like cellulose, making it digestible. Okay, understand? Here, partial digestion of food occurs and the product is called cud. When the animal is resting, the cud is brought back into the mouth in small quantities and the animal chew it further. This is called chewing the cud. Understand? This helps in the digestion of cellulose. Animals with a rumen are called ruminant. The rumen contains billions of bacteria and other microbes that break down the cellulose. The cellulose returns to a large sac-like structure called cecum, where the cellulose gets digested completely by the symbiotic bacteria to form sugars and fatty acids. Can human beings eat grass? No, we cannot digest grass as our digestive system lacks of bacteria which helps in the breakdown of cellulose. Let's learn about digestion in amoeba. Students, amoeba is a unicellular microorganism which is found in pond water. It is the simplest living organism. It has a cell membrane and a round, dense nucleus which controls all its functions. There are many bubble-like vacuoles in its cytoplasm which helps in the digestion. Amoeba feeds on other microorganisms found in its surroundings. When it senses any food, it sends out its finger-like projections called pseudopodia around the food particles to engulf it. Within a food vacuoles, the digestive juices act on the engulfed food to break it down into simpler substances that are absorbed by the amoeba. The undigested and unwanted substance is thrown outside the body through the vacuoles. Understand?
Now this video is finished. I hope you all understand. Thank you.